A Venezuelan man who is in the country illegally will spend the rest of his life in prison for the murder of Laken Riley, a nursing student who was found dead on the University of Georgia's campus in February. Jose Ibarra showed no visible emotion when the judge read out the guilty verdicts on each of the 10 counts that Ibarra faced. These included malice murder, felony murder, and kidnapping with bodily injury. In his ruling, the judge made reference to this part of the prosecutor's closing argument.
The evidence in this case has been overwhelming, and the evidence in this case has spoken loud and clear that he is Laken Riley's killer, and that he killed her because she would not let him rape her.
CBS News national correspondent Manuel Bojorquez has been covering this trial for us. He's there at the courthouse in Athens, Georgia. Manuel, what was the reaction of Laken Riley's family, her friends, when they heard this verdict?
You could actually hear sobs in the courtroom when the judge delivered that guilty verdict. This has been such an emotional process from them. There have been days throughout the trial where they had to walk out because the testimony and the evidence of what happened to her was just so graphic. And then in the sentencing part, which just wrapped up, you heard them tell the judge about the horrific toll that this crime has taken on their lives, the void they now live with because Laken Riley is gone. You heard her mother, I should say, describe Jose Ibarra as a monster, and her sister say that she hated even being in the same room with him.
Manuel, Ibarra crossed into the country illegally, and as a result, this case received even more national attention during the presidential election over the question of immigration. How is President-elect Trump responding to today's news?
Yeah, you know, he invoked her name several times on the campaign trail when he talked about securing the border. He issued a statement, this is coming from his social media platform, saying justice for Laken Riley, going on to say, although the pain and heartbreak will last forever, hopefully this can help bring some peace and closure to her wonderful family who fought for justice. So again, the defense here decided to forego a jury trial. This was solely then on the judge to make the decision, and he sided 100% with the prosecution here, finding him guilty of all counts, including malice murder, and giving him the maximum sentence that the prosecution was looking for, life in prison without the possibility of parole.
All right, Manny, thank you so much. For legal analysis, I want to bring in now Jessica Levinson. She's a CBS News legal contributor and a professor at Loyola Law School. So, Jessica, the prosecution had so much evidence in this case. We were just hearing from Manny about the interesting circumstances of the trial. Why didn't this end up in a plea deal?
I think because there was no offer on the table that made sense for the defense, because, as you just mentioned, there was so much evidence here. Typically, you see a plea deal where it makes sense from both sides. There's some risk associated with moving forward. And I think for the defense, they were probably offered almost something equivalent to this, if anything at all, because of the weight of the evidence, and therefore taking their chances with a trial, even if those chances of a not guilty were extremely small. That was a rational decision at the time.
Well, one of the things that the prosecutors might have offered up was the idea that they could take the death penalty off of the table. Given that this was such a heinous crime, given that there wasn't a plea agreement, why did the prosecution make that decision?
Yeah, and we know that there are members of the community and others who wish that the death penalty was on the table in this case. We know, and this is a really smart question, this is in the prosecutor's discretion. Sometimes prosecutors decide to take the death penalty off the table, and even though this was a bench trial, there wasn't a jury there, they may have taken it off the table before that determination was made, because in a death penalty case, you need a death eligible jury, You essentially need to, before you impanel the jury, make sure that everybody there is comfortable with imposing the death penalty. And there are also a lot of additional procedural safeguards when you have a situation where you decide to seek the death penalty. There can be more appeals. It can end up being more costly. And so it's sometimes a determination based on the values of the prosecution, whether or not they think it's an appropriate case. Sometimes it's based on cost and efficiency, frankly.
All very interesting and helpful to understand that. Jessica Levinson, thank you.